Today is Thursday, October the 2nd, and you're watching Tsd TV. This is Ajanaku, executive editor of the new Tri-State Defender. On Tuesday of this week, I had the opportunity to go to the National Civil Rights Museum, and I heard the announcement of this year's Freedom Award winners. So I asked Beverly Robertson, the president of the museum, to give us a quick synopsis of the honorees. And man, did she go to town.
Our international award recipient is Charlene Hunter Galt. She has experience in the industry, journalism industry, for over 40 years. Many people don't know that she was the first African-American female to integrate the University of Georgia. And you know how tough Georgia and Alabama and Mississippi were back in the day. But she integrated that, but she didn't stop there. She then became a journalist to work for a television station in D.C. She worked for the New York Times in New York and worked for the New Yorker, and then she went to South Africa. She worked for PBS, and she was working for CNN, and many of you may have seen her in covering Nelson Mandela's funeral. She has written a book that talks about her journey from the Jim Crow South to apartheid South Africa.
And she lives in South Africa
She
now?
does. She lives in Johannesburg, South Africa. So I reminded people at the press conference, she will be coming from Johannesburg, South Africa, to America to receive this award.
Most excellent.
Yes, indeed. And then our national Freedom Award recipient is Bob Moses. Many people may not know Bob, but you better get to know him because he was involved in Freedom Summer, which was the movement that the activists in Mississippi initiated to sign up people to vote because there was so much limited information that went to black people about their rights.
Right, and this is a perfect time to interview him, right? Because
the 50th anniversary of Freedom Summer just took place, so it's a perfect time to honor him. He's been on our list before, but we thought this year of all years, because we're commemorating the wonderful work of those folks who came from the North. In fact, Bob helped to recruit them. He was actually from New York, so he recruited students from the North to come down South to get involved. Unfortunately, everybody didn't survive that. We know three who didn't. Schwerner, Goodman, and Cheney did not survive that. But they came and they fought with a sacrifice. They didn't know if they were going to get back home. Some of their parents didn't even know they were down there. But they fought, and really, ultimately, they won the right to vote for those black people in Mississippi. So he is an awesome guy. He later created the Algebra Project that was designed to teach impoverished kids about math. That has been expanded from one school to 200, and now he's gotten a National Science Foundation award to expand his work and improve his materials. So he is somebody that we should have honored a long time ago, but aren't we glad he's living so we can honor him?
Now is the time. And your final one?
Our final one is Mr. Frank Robinson, and what a guy.
I'm a baseball fan.
Ooh, what a guy he is, and I'll tell you, Major League Baseball ought to be here big time, because this guy broke all kinds of barriers, crossed all kinds of lines.
I used to play Frank Robinson in my backyard.
Did you really? Well, he had a 21-year career as an active player, and then he crossed the line, became a coach, and became a manager in both leagues.
Right, and an MVP in both leagues?
And an MVP in both leagues. I mean, he has such a stellar record. And I told people, I think he's 74 or 75. He's still working for Major League Baseball. He's still involved in that organization because that is his passion. And so I think lots of people will come because Frank Robinson is an icon.
Now, you've mentioned several times the date.
Yes, the Freedom Award will be held on Tuesday, December 2nd. We start off at 10 a.m. with public forum at Temple of Deliverance, and then at 6:30 that evening, we have the award ceremony at the Cannon Center, followed by the dinner at 8 o'clock at the Cook Convention Center. And people can either call us here at the National Civil Rights Museum, or they can click online, www.civilrightsmuseum.org. So we look forward to seeing you there. Tickets are available in both places, and tables are from $3,000 to $35,000, but nonprofit tables are $2,000 because we want people to have an opportunity to come. And if you can't come to the paid event, come to the free public forum. There is no charge for you to see and hear from these great, iconic leaders.
Now, your energy for this seems to be consistent over the years. How is that so?
I am so excited to just have an opportunity to be in the presence of people who have made history, people who have opened the doors for me, people who've opened the doors for others, giving us an opportunity to just step through it if we're prepared to do that. And so for me, this event is a highlight of every year because people in Memphis don't often get the opportunity to bring such iconic figures who make history, who have made history, and who still make history even today. And in fact, all of us have an opportunity to make history just like them. But come and be inspired. Come and live vicariously through listening to the stories that they will share.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you, Ms. Robertson. And you're watching TSD TV.